I remember any kind of party we would go to.
Pre-games.
I knew for a fact that if I handed him a drink, he would drink it, and so I just fed him all night. Here you go. I was a bad friend.
That's called being an enabler.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's just, I couldn't drink that much, so I wanted to see
drink
other
things
people
really
do it.
fast, so if someone hands me something, I just drink it, and that is most of my problem. It's just people are like, "Yo, you want a shot?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Austin.
Hey, so if there's drinks out there that you want him to try, just let us know.
Really
We'll
gay.
try them all.
His Adidas shirt is so cool.
No, it's really cool, but I'm just like looking at it more, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure the like pink, blue, and white is the transgender flag. There's a rainbow flag. I think you bought a gay rights Adidas
Listen, my
Yeah.
mommy bought me this, and I like it.
shirt. All right. So you know,
I don't know. I
is
think
this her officially giving up on grandkids? She's like, is this something you like, Austin?
This is a white flag. I surrender.
She bought it for you, just like, well, I guess he must be.
I don't know. I
Two of
mean,
your high school friends already have kids, and you're just like,
Do you
okay.
think
I
that
mean,
they think
I
that you
guess
might
kind
be?
of looking at it. I guess I see it.
Haven't
but
they like talked to you before about it? Like, Austin, are you gay?
Yes.
Wait, no.
hold on.
Really?
Yeah.
By the way, Danny DeVito, if you want to be on the podcast,
We
feel
would
free.
love.
We would
have
love you to be on the
Danny
podcast.
DeVito,
You
we
can come
would
right
love
over
it.
to my house.
Yes,
It'll be
please.
great.
Danny, if you want to come over to Austin's house and hang out with us.
Please.
You can even spend the night if you want.
Well,
If you're so inclined.
yeah, Austin's got a bunk bed, so you can
Yeah,
sleep.
you can
on
We
the
got a
top.
pool table here. I don't know if you...
Alex already has the couch. So.
Yeah.
No, the weekends we switch. I go upstairs and I sleep
Yeah,
on the bunk
'cause-
bed he stays up all
Because
night.
I'm up
Yeah.
till like 6.
That's messed up. I can't tell if you guys are the worst or best roommates for
Listen.
each other.
I think we're actually pretty good. We've realized that
You
like
guys could
Yeah.
share a one-bedroom apartment.
Because I mean, like when he has to wake up early, like I wake him up. Because I like even though I go to bed late, I still wake up before him most
and,
of the
we don't
time.
really annoy each other.
Yeah, it's working out pretty well.
It's working out.
So was I just like chopped liver? I lived here for like 2 months. I never got this.
How long have I been here?
I don't know.
He's been here for like 2 weeks, and he's like, "Oh man, this is the best
been here long-
roommate
you've been
I've
here
ever
since December,
had."
I've been here since December.
I was here for like 2 months, and he was like, "Oh yeah, it was okay."
He gets the
Wow.
full service. He gets breakfast in bed, a wake-up call.
I didn't say that.
Alex, honey, it's time to get up.
Hey, never mind.
No, that's not what I was saying.
That's what I heard. It's ridiculous.
Maybe I need to live with
Oh
Austin.
my
You know,
You're probably better than me at this point.
I'm all gonna move into your basement, Austin.
I feel like it would be fun to all have like a place together.
that would be kinda
Obviously, that's never gonna
Of all the defenses in the animal kingdom, being poisonous has got to be the worst, right?
Oh yeah.
Because it only
100%.
works after you've
After
already
you're
been
dead.
killed and eaten.
Yeah.
It's like,
100%.
could you imagine? It's like you just flipping the animal off as you're going down its esophagus, being like, you're about to have a real bad tummy ache.
And you may or may not die. Who knows?
Yeah, you could just vomit me up in like 10 minutes, or you might die from this.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
some
no
of them
in
though,
between.
like, can sting you and stuff, and
Yeah, but that's a different defense mechanism. I'm just talking about the ones that are just poisonous.
Yeah, I think stinging
frogs.
is considered like venom.
Yeah, stinging is
but,
technically venom.
So yeah, okay. So I think because
Yeah, poisonous is like.
poisonous is like they don't do anything, that you just are
Yeah,
poisonous.
but venomous is
Yeah.
like they
Venomous
can do
is
it to you.
projectile.
Like a
Venomous-
venomous snake.
It comes
or a-
out.
Okay, all right. I've been throwing this one around at my job, and let me see if it hits with you guys. Okay.
Okay.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you wear underwear?
Yeah, obviously.
yeah.
Do you wear pants?
Yeah.
Can you still smell your farts?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then why do you think the masks work?
Oh. He said, why do you think the masks work? If you wear underwear and you wear pants, you can still smell your farts. Why do you think masks work? That's
Big brain, big brain.
That's next level plays, man. I'm not gonna lie. That's like
completely
that's
honest,
blowing my
I
mind
don't
right now.
yeah, I know,
Yes.
right?
I really hate because this is
You know what was always at the gym I used to go to?
What?
There was always this really big, buff, bald dude that had a really big beard.
There's always one.
There's always one.
Every gym has
It's a
one.
weird thing at the gym. As your muscles
So
grow,
true.
as your muscles get bigger, the hair leaves your head and travels to your face.
It does. I don't know what it is.
And if I was like using the bench press or any kind of equipment that he wanted to use, he would like sit on a piece of equipment the opposite direction from me and just kind of like sit there and stare at me like Thanos in Endgame, just sitting there like waiting for me to stop. He was mad dogging me the whole time because I'm a pretty wimpy guy, so I got the two 25-pound plates on either side of the barbell, like pushing it up, being like, "Yeah, I'm feeling a burn," and he just be looking at me.
He's like trash.
I literally like I don't think I've shared like any 2 words with him, but he always like had this death stare at me, and he could kill me if he wanted to. He could.
That's true. There you go. Yeah, I think I saw. Space is super interesting. I would never go there because I would freak out. But it is super interesting to think about. Like if you go, like I think it's
really big, by the way. Space. If anyone, it's our audio only listeners. Space is like really, really big. It's like the biggest thing out there.
It's definitely bigger than like the.
It's
ocean,
bigger than my living room. That's for sure.
Space is like an infinite number of football fields.
But like, it's like if you were to travel, like. Super like if you were to go like so many light years out
in space
and in space and you were to take a great big telescope and look back, you could look and still see like the first moon landing
in space
not on Earth.
Why are we saying in space?
Because it's in space.
But like if you're
where is this taking place
in space?
But like if you go 1,000 light years away, you're not going to be on Earth.
You're going to be in space.
Yeah, you don't have to say that. There ain't anywhere else you could be.
You're in space. We're just specifying that you're in space.
I hate you.
Space.
What's wrong? I don't understand, Austin. What are you having such a hard time understanding?
Why do we?
Is this why you fail your college classes, Austin?
Yeah, you don't seem to understand that you're in space.
Yeah. Why do we have to say in space though?
To specify that we're in space because you could be somewhere else.
But we were talking about space.
Yeah, but we're specifying that you're still in space.
In space.
It's a lie.
Anywho,
space is cool.
It's always fun to mess with Austin.
I mean, you and me went to go see Moana by ourselves.
Oh yeah, that's
what?
True.
Yeah, in the movie theater.
That's so creepy.
Fine. Hey, listen,
we went to go see Big Hero 6 by ourselves too in the movie theater.
See, Big Hero 6 is a little different, but Moana just seems like it's going to be 2 grown men in a theater with a bunch of like moms and their little girls.
Okay, listen, it's a good movie. There's good music in it, so
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying like. Going to see it in theaters, just yourself.
Listen, I didn't because I was busy, but I would have went and saw Frozen 2 in theaters.
I still haven't seen Frozen 2.
I went and saw Frozen.
I haven't either.
It's pretty good,
actually
honestly.
I'm kind of at the point where it's just like I don't want to go see any kids' movies in theaters because I know it's going to be like an hour of commercials. I think the last one I went to go see was like How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
And
too.
after that, I was just like, I will still watch these movies, but I'm not going to watch them in theaters because this is miserable. Because I went with my little cousins and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're going, and I'm just like, I'm in a stinky theater with a bunch of other little whiny snot-nosed brats.
Oh man!
And there's like an hour of commercials for toys and stuff before the movie. And like every commercial, like one of my cousins like, I want that. And the next commercial comes like, I want that. It's just like, I'm like, I will never do this again. I will never go to a movie theater to watch a kid's movie.
I was about to ask. I was like, are you ever going to have kids?
Well, think about it. With all the streaming stuff, you want
So, what's like we're talking about people messaging you and saying weird things. What's like the creepiest or like most cringy comments that you've ever gotten?
Have you got like creepy DMs where a guy's just like, show me booba?
Oh yes. Okay. The show me, like please show me the bobs is such a standard DM. I think those ones are quite boring. My favorite is when I will receive a DM that is like a paragraph, but communicates almost nothing. You know, like. I had a Velma cosplay that I like quite a lot, and the skirt is fairly short on it.
Oh my god!
all right.
Yeah,
well,
Alex was.
Well, Alex, I do have an OnlyFans that you could be a part of.
Link in the description, everyone. If you
yes, absolutely. Link in the description. Anyways, but I had this really cute little Velma cosplay that I was quite excited about, and so I posted it on some subreddits, and I had somebody DM me this long fantasy, like I'm talking 2 paragraphs long, about how this guy thought that Velma and Shaggy were totally hooking up. What? And about how all the spicy things he think Velma was doing to entice Shaggy. And I was like, what is this supposed to communicate?
I'm sure Shaggy was just high the entire time.
Yeah, Shaggy's just smoking the Mary Jane.
Yeah, that guy is just chilly. Just wants to hang out with his dog and eat snacks. And honestly, I very much relate.
For
yeah.
real,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel that honestly.
But,
Yeah, he's
you know,
the
I'm
MVP.
gonna say thank you for not bringing up all the creepy things I DM'd you earlier in the week, because I was kind of worried about that question.
Wait.
No way, I'm not gonna roast you.
Wait, what did he say? I need to know.
Do you know that the most commonly said line from Forrest Gump is how people quote it is not how it is in the movie?
Yeah. I think the box of chocolate ones.
Mhm.
Yeah. I forget. I don't know how most people say it, but I know it's like Mom always said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Right. And the difference is that life was like a box of chocolates.
That's what
That's
people
what
say.
No,
Or
that's
what-
how that the script actually says, and what it said
Wow.
in the movie is was like a box of
I
chocolates.
think the issue. I'm not trying to dispute you, but like I think the reason why people say life is because he says it in that like
Okay, the only one way to settle
So-
this is you guys have to arm wrestle.
this is it. It's 10 points. It's
I
10
love
points.
the look on Joey's face. He immediately was just like, that doesn't make any sense.
I forget the Jedi's name, but one of the Jedi was the one that was like, "Hey, we need clones."
Sifo Dyas.
Yeah, Sifo Dyas. And there's like a whole like reason why, and I never like really looked into it, but like there's like a reason why he wanted clones. But he was the one that kind of started everything.
Like, you just go to Camino and order yourself a bunch of clones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is true because Obi-Wan just like showed up at Kamito and was like,
Yeah, I never
and
understood
yeah,
that.
there was just like,
They're like, oh, you're here to pick up the clones. And he's like, what? Could you imagine, like, you go to, like, a random store, right? Like, you go to, like, Walmart, like a random Walmart, and an employee walks up, he's like, oh, you're here to pick up that shipment of, like, 4,000 refrigerators. And you're just like, no, I'm here to get some, like, to get a nice tea and a candy bar. Like, Obi-Wan was like, I'm after this bounty hunter. And then, like, all of a sudden, these weird tall people are just like, you're here for your clones. They told, like, during the Julie saga, they were like, the troll that was Julie, who was actually a 13-year-old boy, who just hadn't hit puberty yet, so they still had the higher pitched voice, but he still sounded like a boy's voice, which is the messed up part. But the troll was like, hey, I want you to, like, film a video so I kind of know what our first time in bed's gonna be like. So Christian, like, translates that to, like, I'm going to get my blow-up doll, I'm going to film myself having sex with it. And during the video, Christian, it's kind of become a meme, because during the video, Christian's, like, saying, like, Julie, Julie, Julie.
I hate that because it's my wife's name.
Are you going to do that? Are you going to do that?
Julie.
Julie,
She'll do it. She'll be like, "What?" She'll never have sex with me again.
oh my gosh, bro.
So yeah, that's, I guess, the most inappropriate thing that's actually
He said,
arguably worse. A troll made him film a video called Cake Farts.
I don't want to know.
I don't
You
want to
I wanna know
about
No,
it.
you don't
No, this
tell
is-
me.
I don't
This
think we
is
should.
the time, man. We
This
got
is the time. We're getting it all out. We're getting it all out this episode. No more Christian after this episode, unless, like, he
I
becomes
mean, you
really
say
in the
that.
limelight
I'm not
again.
gonna believe you.
Oh man.
I'll still talk about it with you guys, just not on the podcast. Okay, Cake
Hmm.
Farts is a troll said she had a fetish for cake farts, which is apparently actually like a subcategory of fetish.
It's
But
disgusting.
essentially, Christian has a video of him sitting on a chocolate cake and farting on it. That's it. That's all the video is.
Is Christian
What a
the
waste of a
person that
cake.
drank his own cum?
Yes. I know you recycled it. You recycled it. Also, he doesn't like that word. He calls it navy.
Navy.
Because the navy is made up of semen.
Yeah. So why doesn't he just call it semen?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Christian, he mixed it with orange Fanta.
That's what you gotta do.
Christian had this weird idea in his head where, like, whatever food you eat the most of that day is what it's gonna taste like. So, this girl's like, I want you. So, he was talking to this girl, I think it was Ivy, because he had a lot of fake girlfriends. And he was like, she was like, I want you to prove it, because you recycle your own gravy, so I want you to prove that it's gonna have that taste. So he's like, okay. So the whole goal of the video was was gonna eat a lot of chocolate syrup, and then he should have chocolate flavored navy, right?
Yeah.
So he, finishes into a cup that he has, and apparently he says that he routinely has like a clean plastic cup to finish in. and then he has the cup, and there's actually a video. I don't think it's on YouTube anymore because it's got, man juice in it, so you can't have that on YouTube. And he's like, he holds it to the camera like, look, Ivy, and then like he pours orange Fanta into the cup and then drinks the whole thing back, defeating the purpose of the video because he combines something with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Christian, if it's something terrible,
I've heard there are certain things that you can eat to like make your cum taste like pineapples for girls.
can we not, use that word? Can we use like Navy or
Grown-ups here.
Yeah.
Cum.
Say cum.
Stop saying.
Come, Michael.
Oh, God, Alex, why'd you say it like that?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, why do you think that word's so weird though?
I just don't think it's
Does it make you
appropriate for the
uncomfortable?
podcast. That's so dumb.
But
the
No,
reason why
what?
the reason why it's different.
Chicken nugget. What?
What do you mean what?
You said boneless wings are worse than chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Chicken nuggets
I
at least are their own thing.
Yeah.
Boneless wings are like
or like a
imitation
wannabe
nuggets.
of a chicken nugget
Yeah.
in a wing, but they don't make it to either.
It's
No.
not a boneless wing is not
It's
as
an
good as
the
a
best
chicken
of
nugget.
both
upgraded
worlds.
I
chicken
don't like
nugget.
chicken
Sometimes
nuggets.
mixing things is a good thing. You can't get chocolate milk without the syrup and the milk. You got to put them together. All right.
So you're saying the sauce makes the boneless wing?
So wait,
Yeah.
you guys would
You can use
rather
that argument for
always.
anything. The sauce makes the traditional wing.
Yeah, I mean, because if not,
I
it's
would still
chicken.
eat if you had no sauce, I would still pick the
And
traditional
you
wing
know
over
what?
the boneless
Sauce, that much sauce most of the time is covering
wing.
up.
They coat the boneless
crap.
wings in sauce.
and that's
yeah.
why they put so much sauce.
Well, I
is 'cause
like-
it's
well, it's
covering
like
up the
good.
mess
I
of the
don't
meat.
eat the wings for the meat. Like, I mean, I guess I do. I mean, I eat it for like the sauce. Like, I want the
True.
flavor.
Some good
Like, I want it to
sauce.
kick
But, like,
me in the freaking teeth.
Traditional wings have great flavor and
Yeah.
they kick your ass.
They're
I
great.
think
See, I-
both do, but I think
I don't really.
what I like about
That's
boneless.
because you're little pansy boys that don't want to get your hands dirty. You want to eat your stupid
No,
boneless wings with a fork
with
and
the
knife.
fork.
The
Yes.
real men
Ew.
are
I
grabbing
love
their
it.
wings by the end. They're chewing down. They're
And
getting
you
it
look
all
like
over
a
their mouth and their
5-year-old with
beard.
Yeah.
barbecue sauce on
I
your
hate
ears.
that.
You're a 5-year-old because you don't even want to get your hands dirty like a real man.
That's no.
Yeah, I
I
hate
feel
it.
like it's mature to not be dirty.
Do
when
you
you're
like
done
when you get like a
eating.
hamburger from McDonald's? Do you get like your fork and knife out and your little napkin tucked into your shirt and your little napkin on your lap so you don't spill anything on your pants?
I don't know. When
Yes.
you hug your girlfriend, do you get barbecue sauce on her face? When
What does that
she's
even
Why are
mean?
you hugging your girlfriend while you're eating wings?
I don't go up to like my girlfriend and be just like, "Hey, just continue eating wings. Come here,
You
and
look
make out
like
with
the
me."
Joker after you're done finishing
wipe
your
your face with
traditional
little napkins.
wings. What if you miss?
Yeah, you miss
You
your
don't-
face. What are you
you-
retarded?
You don't have to worry about wiping your face if you have
Listen,
boneless wings.
I
She's
will-
talking
at
about wiping
all.
your face. The mouth hole doesn't change.
An
It's
ounce
just
of
all
prevention
boneless.
is worth more than a pound of cure, all right? So not getting your face dirty will 100% stop you from having to wipe your face.
Yeah,
You're
it's
still
good
gonna get your face
reasoning.
dirty because you're still gonna get the same size mouth.
Yeah, but traditional wings are dirtier, so they're going to get everywhere.
What makes
Yeah.
them dirtier?
They get everywhere.
have
'Cause
less
it's got
control.
nothing in your
Guys,
mouth.
we already know that
'Cause you
both
gotta
your
get
mouths are
close.
dirty. You both like sucking dick, so just like
Okay, all right.
Whoa,
one time
whoa,
with
whoa,
you.
whoa.
We
The
did
gayest
it a
one
one
here.
time.
says you saying in the group chat, I gay.
I
I tried to say you gay.
I love watching. Yeah, you're trying to like insult Alex and I, and you're just like, I get it.
I literally didn't even notice it for like 2 hours.
me gay. me like penis.
Chris, shut the fuck up.
Men's milkshake.
This is a nice way to derail us. I was getting very heated. I can see all the like bars on the audio, and my audio is like just a pure white streak across the screen.
So, Jonah, you said you like boneless, but like, why?
Yeah, you're kind of the tiebreaker.
Because they're better.
Because I like big chicken nuggets.
chicken
But
nugs.
they're not even big. They're like pretty small.
They're
Hey.
small.
So I feel like
No,
so,
you
the ones
literally-
that
Like,
you
where
get
do you get
more
your
meat
chicken nuggets?
Than a traditional wing.
So it's worse meat.
It's
It's better.
No,
It's like
better.
would you rather have
makes me want
a
to throw up.
very lovely, like 3-ounce super premium cut steak, or would you rather have like a 12-ounce
It's a
garbage
huge
piece of
difference.
steak?
Yeah, I'll have the 12 ounce.
I
It's gonna
mean,
be garbage. It's like
I'll
Yeah,
take
but you
like
can put stuff
I'll
in it.
take like 10 quarter pounders.
Right, you
Instead.
can cover it with a bunch of sauce.
Yeah, you can put a bunch of
Shit.
sauce
Yeah.
on it to cover up
So?
the terrible taste.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
We can.
okay.
but like,
Well, so what I actually looked this up and like, because
Yeah,
'cause
wanna
I
know what
knew-
you
I've actually
found.
done
I
my
didn't-
research, guys.
very Reddit research. This is my research.
13.33%.
Start
So,
working on
like,
Reddit.
So like
We need a
basically what makes a chicken tender different or like a chicken, whatever it's called, a boneless wing different than like a chicken nugget? Is a boneless wing is supposed to be like an actual like chicken breast fried, like it's supposed to be like part of it. Okay. It's either that or some people will just take a chicken wing and you can like debone a chicken wing. So like.
So it's the same fucking meat.
If you get a chicken,
That's the same. He literally just said it's made from chicken breast.
Well, it's
chicken breast
it's
is
the either
good.
one.
But if you
So, like, it
debone the
depends.
chicken, but like, okay, look at the consistency
It's
inside
still
of a boneless
fucking
chicken wing.
chicken.
It's obviously not like a deboned chicken wing.
Not
The meat's
all
like
of
all
them.
ground together and stuff.
Not all of them. No, like if you go to B-Dubs, no. But like, if you were like at home, you could easily debone a chicken wing, and then like, what's the difference?
But that's a deboned chicken wing. That's
wing.
not the same thing as a boneless chicken
It's
wing.
a whole other
Yeah,
category.
it is. Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
A boneless chicken wing is a chicken wing without a bone. So if you debone a traditional chicken wing, it makes it a boneless chicken wing.
Okay, so when you go to the store, you are wrong. You are wrong.
No, he's 100%
You go
right.
to the store and you buy donuts, and then you look at donut holes, and you're just like, oh wow, so these must have come from the it's not. So a donut hole is the same thing. It's like, oh, if I take this donut and I cut like a perfectly circular donut with no hole in the middle, and I cut a hole and I eat a donut hole, they're gonna be exactly the same. They're gonna taste exactly the same.
Yeah,
that's a good comeback.
Yeah,
it might be. It depends on the donut.
It depends on the meat of the chicken.
Exactly.
You're wrong. You just admitted it.
Yeah, but I'm also not. I'm not wrong, but I'm not.
You're wrong.
I don't think he's wrong.
Like,
See,
I like
I was
Green
younger,
Lantern,
so like I didn't
sad.
criticize movies really, and I was like, oh, it's kind of fun.
I'm not gonna lie.
Prove how much you like Green Lantern. Recite the oath.
Here we go.
That's fair. Like, I don't know.
Oh, man.
In brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light. I'm a massive nerd. It's a wonder I've had any girlfriends.
I'm trying to catch up with you, man.
Oh, bro,
Any
that's
girlfriends?
No,
so bad.
Nerdiness.
You can't catch up with me. I'm on another level.
I believe you can now.
Actually,
Two mine. Take it
Okay,
back.
here's one of
50-50.
my ideas. It's
it
kind of
game?
a hypothetical for anyone to answer, and everyone to answer. What if somebody gave you a 6-inch clone of yourself that aged 10 times as fast as you?
A 6-inch?
Clone of yourself. Like a living Chris, 6 inches tall.
Like, could
Sounds like another child to take care of.
communicate with myself?
Yeah, you can talk to him. He's gonna age 10 times as fast as you, though.
Can, like, he move around?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like wrap that around my head.
It's not that complicated.
He ages 10 times faster, so like
A day would be 10 days.
So, like, say if I
Okay.
die when
2
I'm
days would be
30,
20 days.
Would you
Okay.
only live, like...
It depends. If you die as an accident, then, I mean, obviously,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
he's just gonna age 10 times as
Okay.
fast as you.
I think it'd be pretty awesome.
Would you? So you'd keep him?
Yeah.
What would you do with him?
I'd make my third partner in Apex.
But he's only 6 inches tall. He's gonna like get out of breath trying to reach the triggers on the controller.
You could like
we
make,
get a yeah, we
makeshift
could get
something.
We can make it work.
I think you could use him as like a really good like pickpocketer. Like he would
I
like
thought
hang
you were
on
gonna
to
go
you.
a different direction
Like,
with it. I don't know why.
He would like hang on to you and like hop in like somebody's purse and hop back on
But you-
and
That's
do
smart.
like your hoodie pocket or something.
Yeah, he can get a whole quarter.
I was about to say like
For Aldi.
Pick up a phone. I feel like 6 shit.
Nah, I mean, you could probably steal cash with it. Just get like folded up some cash.
But how's he gonna get back? You have to like rescue your little clone from that person's purse.
I mean, if he dies, you know, so be it.
It's like Stuart Little, man. Stuart Little went through all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Stuart Little made it.
Stuart.
But he was a mouse, dude. This is a 6-inch you. It's not like he's gonna have any kind of special powers.
Listen, as long as mine doesn't have the rod in the back, he's fine.
He does.
Screwed, Austin.
It's a clone of you as you are now. He's gonna age 10 times faster. So you're gonna see how you die of like old age.
I don't know, like
if he lives
what
that
else
long.
would you do with?
Yeah, I mean, you
I
can't
don't
do
know.
that much.
What would you do with it, Michael?
I'd keep him like on my shoulder and just be like little Mike, and I'd try to get like little miniature. I'd like try to find like on Etsy like a custom doll creator to make little miniature versions of all my shirts and pants for him to wear so we could match every
I
day.
feel like that'd be too hard. I would just put
That's
him
a
like
lot of
in like a tunic.
A tissue.
Yeah.
A tissue.
That's so lame, dude.
Yeah, see, I'd just wear like a
Dude,
sweatshirt. You could
I
just
would
chill in there.
buy some like small little animals and like insects, and I'd let them fight.
Yeah.
And so then it could be like in a little arena style thing.
So you
and
give
then-
him like a sewing needle and like
Yeah.
an acorn
That's
top to
awesome,
be
yeah,
his shield.
yeah.
You're gonna make Tiny You fight in gladiatorial combat for your
Exactly.
amusement? You're sadistic. You're a psychopath.
Yeah, think about that.
Did you do that as a kid? Like you'd get like a bee
Hold on, wait a minute.
A bee or a spider.
Did you kill the neighbor's cat as a kid like I did?
No, get like 2 different kinds of bugs and
So
put them in a cup and make them fight.
I would never do that.
No,
It's 2 different bugs.
We weren't all psychopaths like you, Alex.
Because you're harming a living
And you're
creature.
enjoying it. You're doing it for your own amusement.
You thought dogs could fly, so you threw one up in the air.
Alex, you were a psychopathic child. You have to admit that.
There's
I
a
know
part
a lot
of
of
you.
different people that used to make bugs fight.
I mean, did you guys ever
Where
like?
are they now?
Did you
Are
guys
they all
ever
Russians?
burn ants?
Okay.
Like,
I never heard ants.
Like with a magnifying glass?
Did you?
Did you ever burn ants with like a magnifying glass?
No, I never. had a
Yeah,
magnifying
burning
glass.
ants with a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like
Wow.
something your dad just like teaches you right away. Like, yeah.
No.
Right away.
I mean,
The
my
first
dad.
thing
My
you
dad
learn.
didn't teach me that. He
Mine
just
didn't
said,
teach
"Go
me
outside
that.
and do something."
Your dad didn't
go
teach you
away.
to be a
It'll
psychopath,
pay.
Alex.
Yeah,
See-
my mom would just literally like make me and my brother go outside and just shut the door and say, "You're outside for the whole evening."
I don't
See, and
fault
now that
your
I
mom
have a
for
child,
that.
I can't imagine doing that. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but
we
what
do
if he
too.
was your child? You would totally do that.
Yeah, but I just feel like with the world
if I
now,
had
I
like a
wouldn't
safe
do that.
backyard, like I wouldn't now.
Yeah.
An apartment. I'd have to have a house.
Jonah, what would you do with 6-inch Jonah? That's gonna die.
That sounds so
No.
sexual.
Shut up.
And just put them in the microwave.
Aw, dude, that's the worst out of all of them.
You're gonna watch. He's gonna look exactly like you. So you're looking at your own face as it explodes in the microwave, and you're gonna have to clean the little you out afterwards.
I think I'd just
His guts are
get a
gonna
new
go
microwave.
It's messed up, bro. You're not. You could
I'm
like
just-
crush little you with like a textbook, just fling it on.
Dude, I get like some action figures that are like the same size as him that have outfits, like a Batman one or something, and put him like in a Batman outfit or a Spider-Man outfit.
Why?
Because it'd be freaking awesome.
Why don't you just
Again,
put on
this
a Batman
is
outfit?
6-inch you, so he's gonna have the same personality. So would you be okay with that life?
Yeah.
I feel like if it was you, you'd constantly worry about him like rebelling and trying to get back at you.
No. I just let him do whatever he wants.
I still think the gladiatorial fights.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
See, I'd be worried I would accidentally like sit on him
You're
or
all
something.
psychopaths.
We could get our 6-inch people together and make them all fight each other.
Dude,
There we go.
no.
It's like Fortnite.
Yeah.
Bet on each other.
Why don't we just fight ourselves?
Cause
Why
I
are
wanna
we doing
die.
this?
We don't want to die. So we.
Let us tie
Okay,
ourselves
but
down.
think about this again. They're gonna have the same
Is there
personality.
any repercussions of them dying?
No.
I feel like I'd find a way for mine to make income, so that way I didn't have to work.
Yeah.
They
Right.
are
Little
technically a
person
person,
has
but they have your same identity. So like,
Yeah, so that'd be the equivalent of like all of us being put into an arena and told to kill each other.
I mean, I guess I could give him a textbook and be like, "Here, learn how to use the stock market."
Yeah, or like, I don't know, programming, they're small, they can
He's
get
gonna-
in the computer and...
You can figure it out.
He's gonna like have to like run across the keyboard to type that.
I can get him a smaller keyboard. That won't be too hard.
Yeah.